I'm going to do something that I'm probably going to regret, but I'm probably not at the same time. I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed, floating around the internet, that new Sonic trailer. Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. So, for those of you who have not seen it, you don't have to watch it in order to watch this video, because I'm going to be kind of going through the entire movie. So let's just kind of go through bit by bit by bit. Yeah, let's just kind of go from there, shall we? I think it'll be fun. Maybe. Unless this is a giant mistake. It's probably a giant mistake, because Sonic's probably one of the biggest fan bases out there. But content, you know? So, let's just jump right into it, guys.
What the?
Alright, so let's start off with just that, right there. 760 miles an hour. That's not that fast. According to Google, my trusty go-to, the speed of sound is 767 miles an hour. So, Sonic's fast. Apparently, you could break the sound barrier. That's not fast. That's not that fast. My boy, Sonic. You're called Sonic for a reason. You can run faster than that. Alright, I'm not even gonna get started. Let's just keep going. We're only like 3 seconds into the trailer. Let's just keep going. Can anyone else tell me what the fuck is happening? Why is his hair like electrocuted? Honestly, it's just one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. It's ridiculous. It's just, it's not even worth plot. It's just stupid. And he's wondering that too. He's like, why the hell am I holding a hair? Like, for real. That's just dumb. I'm just going to start off right now by saying, if I'm introduced with opera music to seeing that abomination, especially in that pose, the last thing I want to look at is Sonic's ass. Alright, let's just keep going here. This is just a train wreck already.
Gotta go fast.
And then we're greeted with Sonic's voice. It's not... I don't know. I ain't feeling it. I'm not truly feeling it. It's one of those things, it's like you could give or take. I just don't know. And the lightning's also throwing me off too, but let's just keep going. And of course, he goes so fast that he ends up breaking the sound barrier, which he does, but also blows out half of the entire America's power system. Alright, fine. Let's just keep going. This is already a mess as is.
20 minutes ago, an energy surge knocked out power across the entire Pacific Northwest. This needs someone who can figure out exactly what we're dealing with.
You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting.
We have no choice.
My God, what is that? That doesn't even, that's Robotnik, obviously, but I'm gonna give it, I know that's Jim Carrey, but the fact that he looks like that, it does get better, but let's just keep going with the trailer here.
What the? Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Nope!
I'm wrong. I'm in charge.
Allow me to clarify. In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone?
The doctor thinks you're basic.
Listen, pal, I don't know if you realize
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benny. Nobody cares.
I gotta give it to Jim Carrey. I gotta give it to him. He captures Robotnik's, like, quirks pretty well. But Jim Carrey also likes to do that as well. He's very good at capturing emotions and quirks like that. He's very good at that. And I know a lot of people online, I've been doing some research, have been saying they want more Jim Carrey and less Sonic. we're not even halfway through this trailer, but Jim Carrey captures Robotnik's attitude, I guess you can call it, just how he is, pretty well. Let's just keep going. I'll point out some stuff, when it's important, because this is like a big scene. But let's just skip ahead for a second.
SFPD! Meow? Oh, come on.
So we're greeted with the police officer who is, sitting there on duty, the glitch and all that. Meets Sonic. Sonic tries to get out of it by saying meow. No. I gotta admit, though, when Sonic says, come on, it kind of sounds like Sonic. Tranking him in the leg, I guess, is kind of ironic because he runs, but let's just keep going.
Okay, pal, I want answers. Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet.
Okay. Basically, I have to save your planet. That one line makes it sound like he's not from Earth. All the other games that I've played very few. Let me say that right now. I haven't played a ton of Sonic games. So I'm probably not a big Sonic fan. I like Sonic. Let me say that. He's a cool dude. It's not every day you get to see a freaking fast hedgehog every day. I like Sonic more than Mario. Let me say that. Sorry, Big M. Papa bless this spaghetti. But every game that I've noticed, like even some of the weirder games to some of the more well-known, well-praised games, it always shows Sonic's on Earth. So I guess he's from Earth. And I get to he's a video game character, but why did you say your planet and not the planet? Like, they make him sound like he's from outer space. Sure. Alright, fine. Alright, let's just I'm getting a migraine. Let's just keep going here. And here we're greeted with one of the most beautiful forms of CGI I've ever seen, the spinny ball here. I like it a lot. It captures Sonic pretty well. And if you go a little bit further, you get to see him destroy something, which looks fucking badass. I will admit that. And if we keep going...
Oh, is that all you got?
That sounds like Sonic. I'll give him that. That sounds like Sonic. The only thing that's killing this right now is Sonic's design. Let's just keep going here.
No, but thank you for asking.
Whatever this creature is, our job is to secure it, neutralize it, see what makes it tick.
And I guess that's very Jim Carrey for him to do that. Lick the electrocuted hair. I will talk about that in a minute, why that's not... In the games, that's not great, but I guess to make it more realistic, it kind of makes sense. Let's just get through this here. And we're almost done. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Why? This one scene. The rings that you collect. As far as, again, I don't know all the Sonic games, so I don't know if this is actually a thing or not. The rings you collect, they're not portals, as far as I know. Hang on, let me do a fact check here real quick. Okay, so I'm doing my fact check. I just finished it up, and as far as Sonic's rings go, it's I didn't know there's any extra terminology to it, but obviously besides collecting them, they're like coins in Mario, basically. So if you collect rings, they gain extra points towards an extra life. If you lose the rings, you lose, progress. If you get hit again, you die. But they're not portals. As far as I can see, it's basically a response towards Mario. So, I have problems with this. It's not a portal. Why did you make it a portal? Why did you make it a portal? This is probably my biggest problem, the portal. Minus Sonic's design, this is probably one of the biggest things. This just doesn't make sense. I know it's based off of a video game, live action video game, but still, this doesn't make sense. Let's just keep going. Again, we're almost done. And then we're greeted with probably one of the most classic scenes, seeing Sonic and Robotnik together. The classic face-off. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just keep going.
Look at this! I took 9 million steps today.
Alright. I gotta do another fact check, because this is kind of bothering me. This scene bothers me. Hang on. So doing my fact checks here, it looks like originally, which this kind of makes sense how they kind of do it now, but originally Sonic was supposed to be, as fast as the speed of sound, going over 767 miles an hour, which I guess that's what he did when he broke the sound barrier the first time, and how they clocked him in at 760 miles an hour. He didn't break the sound barrier, but he was going pretty fast as that. And apparently if you keep going up, and in the manual for Sonic DX, they clock him in going in 3,840 miles an hour, and that's hypersonic. And after that, apparently he develops light speed attacks and the ability to travel at light speed and to freeze time. But based off of that, I feel like that's only when he's in the supersonic state, like Dragon Ball. I have a problem with this because, number one, he's not doing an attack, he's just standing there. And number two, Sonic, where's your watch? Alright? You can't just do, oh, look at the time, huh? It's time for me to do meme review, because this is fucking basically what this is. You can't do that. And also, this is a classic case of this model is awful. Not only that, the colors don't match. His face and his body don't match. It's so bad. Just as an artistic point of view, that doesn't match, and that's actually kind of irritating me a bit. Like, this, we have this, and then we have what we're supposed to have. They don't match. We're almost done, guys. I can't. I really can't. And of course, you're seeing, Sonic just being Sonic, classic. He's not too cocky, but he's just, he's having fun, blows up everything, Eggman. And then we're greeted with the title. And of course, we probably have one of the cringiest scenes ever to come up, so I'm just going to skip that because it gets way too cringy.
Stay in there and be quiet.
How much longer? I can't breathe in here.
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine.
It's not your child.
It smells like body spray in an old ham sandwich.
So, yeah, you get to see Robotnik's design, and it makes it look more like Eggman, and that's the Eggman that we know and love. And of course, Jim Carrey, knowing Jim Carrey, I feel like he's got to capture Eggman a lot. So, now that we've seen basically the entire trailer, skipping through a few parts, I'm going to ask a few questions. What can they do to improve? What do I like about it? What do I not like about it? And where do I go see this movie? So, I'm going to first off with the parts that I don't like. Obviously, I'm going to start off by saying Sonic's design. I can pretty much vouch for 99% of everyone who has seen this movie by saying this design sucks. This design sucks. I get you're trying to get to a more realistic aspect of it, which I'll get into in a second. Yeah, there's points that you did that's good, and there's points that you did that's god-awful. Points that I do like that you're trying to make it more realistic is the lightning, actually. The fact that you're adding lightning shows that he has energy, but the fact that you're adding it on Sonic's falling hairs makes it more questionable, because kind of going off of the fact with Dragon Ball, That's basically, you guys are all copying. You're just copying Dragon Ball. First with Super Saiyan form, now you're copying off with this, with the energy. Sonic's basically showing that he has enough energy to run that fast. It's not anything he does, he just runs. Just like with Super Saiyan, going to Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3, the stronger that you get, it shows the more energy that you have. And usually that's shown off, not only with the different hairstyles, but with the lightning arcing off their bodies. So the fact that Sonic's emanating lightning, you know, shows that he has potential of having a lot of energy. And as you've seen in the trailer, he has the ability, he has enough energy to stop time. So it's a little much for me. The fact, I don't know much about the Sonic lore, so the fact that I kind of fact-checked that is a good thing, because I never knew that he actually could stop time going that fast. It's kind of like the Flash in a way, I guess. And even with that, the Flash, you know, when he runs, he sparks off lightning. So I guess that's a good thing that they kind of showed that off, that he has the potential to do that. That doesn't excuse the fact that his design is ass. I've seen the thing floating around, you know, Google, Facebook, and all that, of like what Sonic should look like versus what we got. It'll be up right here. You can pause the video to see what I mean. The left one's actually what we got. The right one's what we expected. Take a look at it. Tell me what you think in the comments. I know a lot of people want the CGI version of it, but I feel like if you had the CGI version of a realistic version of what we wanted, then I feel like it would be a happy medium. And that would be actually the right side. Anyways, so the design is a big obvious thing. And a lot of stuff that they don't clearly mention. And yet again, it's a trailer. I understand you're not going to be like, oh, by the way, he's from this. But the fact that they mentioned, you know, even the very first town that they started in, where the police officer was called Green Hill. And that's the very first stone you start off in the very, like, one of the very first Sonic games. So the fact that he says, oh, I'm here to save your planet, not the planet, kind of irritates me a little bit. It makes me wonder, what is Sonic? Because, again, it made him sound like he's an alien. Granted, he's, you know, a video game character. They don't clearly mention what happened to Sonic, why he's there, but still, it's a little iffy. You know, to mention, you know, oh, I'm here to save your planet, not the planet. And also, save it from what? That's a, because as far as what I've seen, there's only Robotnik. That's really it. You know, there's no grand threat. And I'm sure they're probably going to introduce the Chaos Emeralds at one point in time. Will they? I don't know. What I do like the choice of having Jim Carrey as Robotnik, because I feel like they're going to capture a lot of his quirks, a lot of his Eggman's exaggerated movement, and I feel like they did that, you know, it doesn't say clearly how long Sonic and Eggman have been kind of going at it, and I know it's kind of like a, maybe an excuse for an origin story of Sonic, but I'm not buying it. You know, if it's an origin story for Eggman, I might buy it. And I don't want to make this more, oh, I want to see more Eggman and less Sonic, because no, that's not what I want. You know, it's a fragile thing to talk about, but, you know, long story short, I think it's a good choice to have Jim Carrey as Eggman. What they could improve, I'm not going to say they're going to improve the design, because they've been going about this now for a while, and they suddenly changed Sonic's design, you know, and go into the movie theater, it's like, hey, whoa, that's not what I saw. That might, you know, raise a lot of red flags, so unfortunately, I think we're stuck with that design for Sonic. It looks really good. The CGI looks fantastic. The spin attack looks fantastic. The fact that they add, you know, the little effects like the lightning and, you know, comedy. I like comedy, so the fact that they have Jim Carrey in it, again, makes it kind of be like a more comical movie. And finally, am I going to see this movie? You know, I can judge it all I can now, saying, oh, this movie looks awful. But that's the thing, it looks awful. I don't know if it's going to be awful. I'll go watch it. I'll give my opinion. It's, you know, I'm not going to give a definite, you know, oh yeah, that's a good movie, or that's not a bad, you know. unless I actually see it. It's like seeing Endgame. I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, it's really good. I don't know if it is unless I go. So that's kind of my opinions about the Sonic trailer. What do you guys think? You know, do you like Sonic's design? Do you think they can do something a little bit different? Do you think they could do something to survive, you know, salvage this? Do you like Robotnik, you know, as Jim Carrey? Let me know in the comments. You know, just openly discuss about this. You know, I'm very interested in see what you guys say. You know, maybe some of you guys are bigger Sonic fans than I am. Maybe some of you guys could give me, you know, pointers on what I missed. That's really about it for me. If you like this video, give it a like, share it with your friends so they can participate in the discussions as well. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, keep sharing this video so they can join in on this, you know, crazy ass thing. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.